Hey YouTube, this is TCG Shack here, and this is Perfecting Scraps Part 22. Now in this one I'll be talking about basically the skeleton of the scrap deck. This is how much I got. Now obviously this isn't the OCG versions, basically only run 3 Chimeras, 3 Beasts, 3 Breakers, 3 King Tigers, 3 Thunder, pretty much like those guys. And running just a few spells and then loads and loads of traps so you can stop your opponent. No, this is the OCG one where we actually have our own engines, stuff like Tengu, Gravekeepers, Worms, stuff like that. Since we need help, apparently. I'm actually going to try the OCG build at some point, but I'll see how it goes. Anyway, skeleton of it is 3 Chimeras. This is basically your Debris Dragon, makes an instant synchro, which is Scrap Dragon. Or if you run Scrap Soldier, you can make a twin. But no one runs that anyway. Or you can get Goblin and make Archfiend. So yeah, 3 Chimeras. Basically, this is what the main card of your scraps, since there's nothing better. Well, yeah. Anyway, you pretty much run 2 beats minimum, since this is what your Chimeras will be getting back all the time. This would have been replaced by Orpheus if Orpheus didn't have that normal summoning thing that stops it being normal summon. Restriction, that's it. But yeah, this card is basically what most likely your scrap Chimera will get back. And makes a dragon. Scrap Goblin. You can run 0, I suppose, but that's if you really don't like the stall and stuff, but most likely, pretty much you run 1 minimum. I run 2 right now. It's a good stall card. You can use it to basically keep it on the field, keeps you alive for a turn pretty much, and when it's scrap, storm bait, stuff like that, it's really good. Now, you've also got Orpheus, and these are techs you can use, which are like Orpheus. People don't like Orpheus as it can be a dead draw, and people don't like the dead draws. But I personally like it. And Veilers this format is excellent, as was last format, since effects were a big thing. Golem, with Call at 2 now, you can call the Haunted your Golem. Bring back something, synchro away. Sorry about that. And basically, Granules, since you're destroying your stuff all the time, you can bring that back. And obviously, if you're running Tengu build, you run 3 Tengus. Yeah, 3 Tengus. Anyway, the scrap spells. 3 Storms. This is pretty much what gets you started. Pretty much what gets everything set up. Get your Beast Engraved, get Chimera to hand, pull off scrap effect, draw, stuff like that. If they bottomless, chain this, and then you'll get stuff back. So yeah, 3 of these. You could take these out side deck sometimes, depending on how you feel. But 3 of these, it's pretty much your engine. Gets your grave packed with scraps. 3 scrap yards. You could run 2 if you're say running 3 beasts. But most likely run 3 scrap yards. It adds consistency to the deck, and that's what you need. Basically makes you be able to search anything like Goblin, Orpheus, Beast. And also, if you've been through all your guys, Dragon Fodder. Set it, and pop. I'd say Scapegoat is the main part of the scrap deck, as your scraps are earth, well obviously, and these guys are earth, and it just gives you access. This is basically the only card other than Veiler that gives you access to the level 5s and 6s, and it also makes a good stall and dragon fodder. Eee. Plus it's one of the few decks that actually use Scapegoat, so it's awesome. Triple MST, since it's at 3 now. You run triple of these because scraps hate back row. Pretty much like Chimera gets bottomless, you still get your a guy back, but you're not going to be able to make your Scrap Dragon, which is the big thing. Pretty much Scraps hate back row. We used to run Decree if we could, just to prevent it all. But now MST's at free and Heavy Storm's back. There isn't really much point in Decree now. And also with this you can get quite a lot of pluses with Scrap Dragon. Since if this has been set last turn and you didn't get to use it, and you have a Scrap Dragon on field, say, and you didn't want an MST, and they have a monster, something like that. Game pluses, use Scrap Dragon's effect, select MST and their monster, or another back row. And then, if they don't have a response, chain the MST, and then you'll kill off one spell and trap, at least with this MST. And after that, your Scrap Dragon's effect will still go off, meaning they'll pop their monster as well, meaning you get a +1, so it's awesome! Stupid hair. And you obviously run the staples, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm and Reborn, since they're awesome. Book of Moon. No, it's not a gold one, I got bored. Well, okay. Book of Moon because, well, you're pretty much spell heavy. This stops a lot of cards, stuff and that. So, Book of Moon really just basically helps stop your opponent. Since you're not basically a fast deck going off turn 1, you basically need to go off turn 2 most of the time. So Book of Moon will help with that. You also have Mind Control. Since your deck pretty much relies on... Sorry, you're sorting out cards. Since your deck pretty much has quick access to tuners, say stuff like Scrap Yards, drawing into Scrap Beasts, Scrap Goblins, stuff like that. And also, since you're running a lot of level 4s and a lot of decks run level 4s, Mind Control, XZ, and Tune it. If they have like a Tengu or something, but that'll get them another tuner. A Tengu, but what can you do? Or if you Mind Control a gadget, get that back. Mind Control if you're against Disaster Dragons, get their Red Ice Darkness Metal, bring your Scrap Dragon back. And then pop their Red Dragon and one of their other things. And pretty much you just got yourself a free Scrap Dragon with a Mind Control. And you popped one of their cards. +1! 2 Call of the Haunted, because you like bringing stuff back from grave. And also, if you synchro away, say, like, you summon a beast, Call of the Haunted a Tengu, synchro, dragon, you now have dragon fodder. Yay! And the Solemn Brigade, because obviously everyone runs these now. Yeah, you got an ulti. And synchro wise, pretty much you got the staples. Cataster, Bryonic, Black Rose, Stardust, Librarian. You run pretty much at least these 2 Naturias because you're all Earth. These guys need Earth, and they're good cards. Plus also with the Naturia Beast you can mill stuff as well, which is alright. Get your Beast to the grave, to get your Golem to grave. It's all good. Right now, Utopia, since I don't have Roach and we don't have Gem Knight Pearl. So Utopia is pretty much a big card right now for us. You run at least 1 Archfiend, since it gives you a choice to go into it if all you have is Goblin. Obviously, you're a big guy. Scrap Dragon, you need 3 of these. Not much to say. It's your boss card. You need 3. If they destroy one, Golem, get Goblin, make another one. Yay! If they somehow, for some strange reason, be an idiot and Solemn Warning that, Golem, Goblin, another one! Because if you watch my last video, Solemn Warning just gives you something else back. And also at least one twin. So say if you're mind control level 5 or 6, you can bring out Goblin or Beast and make this guy. It's a good card still, but it's harder to make the Scrap Dragon. And basically if you run Golem, I'd run 2, otherwise I'd run 1. That's pretty much the skeleton of it. The rest is basically your own text pretty much. So there's not much to it, and also gold book, yay! They should make it, it looks awesome. I got bored, I made 2. This is gold writing. Yeah. Anyway, see you YouTube.